Buddy, you're rapping with Sister Phoenix, Recipes of Resurrection, and I am on vacation in Normandy going live. Hi, sweetie. What I wanted to talk to you about today is the identity of divorce and the label of divorce. So if you're just now thinking about getting divorced, if you've just gotten divorced, if you're in the throes of that, it kind of feels huge, you know, the label of being divorced. I mean, especially if you've done it for the first time. Maybe if you've done it, you know, for the fourth time, it feels very heavy. But when you know you're getting divorced for the first time, it feels like this is now a label, an identity that's been placed on you, and it's something that you know you need to tell people about, that is part of who you are, and it feels, you know, like a big momentous event. Just sometimes like when we get married. When we get married, it's, hey, I'm married, or I'm engaged. You know, those are big milestones, and now I'm divorced. So I wanted to tell you that at first it feels huge. It feels like it's something that you need to tell people about, talk about as part of who you are. But then you realize that people don't really care that much. And it's less and less a part of who you are. In fact, years removed from having gotten divorced, it won't even be a thought as to how you would describe who you are or the momentous events in your life, even though for me it is a way that I describe myself sometimes, because I've chosen to wrap myself around the field of conscious divorce education. However, if I hadn't, it wouldn't be any part of the descriptive factor of how I would describe myself, or perhaps even my life, because I've rebuilt a life. I've built a much better life, a more interesting life, a more exciting life for me. And so why mention, you know, like you would perhaps not mention about your college years, or you would perhaps not mention about what you were like when you were 17 and, you know, the car accident you had then or whatever. Like that's how I think of it. And when I do mention my divorce, it is because I'm mentioning the growth that happened, the transformation that happened during that time. And that for me is a really positive way to talk about, you know, the milestones of growth that have happened in my life, and the versions of myself, the evolutions of myself that have happened in the past, you know, decades of my life. So for me, it was a turning point, a new chapter, a turning point for the better. So I wanted to encourage you that something that can feel so big, like the word divorced or the word divorcee, now will feel really small in the future. It's a matter of where you choose to wrap your life, you know, the concepts and the topics that you choose to wrap your life around. If you choose for it to be your identity in your life, that's totally up to you. You can do that, but you can absolutely rebuild a life and have it be, you know, a tiny little blip on your radar, depending on how big you want to build your life from here and how quickly you want to build your life from here. That's up to you. So the speed and the context are totally up to you. At the end of the day, you are the creator of your life. So when you take responsibility for that steering and for that decision making and for that visioning, you can create what you want. You really can. It's up to you. But divorcee and divorce does not have to be part of the way that you describe yourself. Bye.